Good morning, everyone. This is Dale Keter, and it's 4 a.m. in the great state of Missouri. It's a lot earlier than I normally stream, but I haven't been able to sleep. I've been awake since last night, and I figured I might as well burn up the energy by streaming Neverwinter Nights. I haven't streamed in about a week because I've been busy at work. And let me see. Where was I last? Ah, yes, Chapter 3, Baron as well. Anyway, work has been very hectic due to all the chaos of 2020, and the fact that one of my coworkers had to take off for several days because of a botched root canal operation. He had to find an oral surgeon on short notice to fix his root canal. That sucked, but on the bright side, it wasn't me. Anyway, I have cleared out the two of the areas of Chapter 3. That would be the Fort Ilkard ruins and the Coldwood. So all that's left to finish is the Moonwood, which is actually the biggest area of Chapter 3. Which is probably a good idea that I'm doing it last. Let's see. I believe yes, I did sell my loot. No, I did not. I still have some stuff to sell, which I'm gonna do now before leaving town. I don't know if there's anywhere to sell these traps. I think I can. Let me see if I can sell them at the trading post, because they're starting to take up a lot of my inventory, and I don't want to. I don't want to run out. So let's sell this. Okay. No, I can't sell it here. All right, so I'll have to hang on to them for a little while longer. Um. Wait, what is that? Oh, that's a quest item. I guess I can sell these. Feather of Peace. Okay, that's a quest item. Okay, before I continue, I'm gonna banish all these quest items to the back. And last time I checked, I couldn't unlock the last part of the companion quest, so that'll have to wait until I level up again. Let me see, how close am I to leveling up? I am less than 2000 XP away, so that should not be a problem. And I believe I did take note of what spells I need to learn next level to be able to craft all the items in my tomes. Anyway, Coldwood. So Moonwood is to the west, so let's go to the Moonwood now. There's a lot of things there. Like giants, dragons, all sorts of stuff. I don't really remember exactly what's in there. I have a general idea, but it's been a long time since I've played this game, and my memory may be spotty. Let's see, did I miss anything? No, I did not. Trying to see. I still have these really powerful spell scrolls that I can use in a pinch. But I don't expect to use them. I'm just gonna have Grimnaw kill the trash and basically use my spells to clear out everything else. Oh. Orc archers, and they are another magic bag 60%. I'm gonna banish you to this part. There we go. All our magical storage. So this is interesting. They're on a ledge that I can't reach. So obviously I'm supposed to use ranged weapons to kill them, or just maybe spells. I'm just gonna ice storm them and kill them instantly, and firebrand these guys.
Strike at them. Attack.
Oh, I can't see them, so I need to advance forward so I can see them. So that was I guess a unique placement for the orcs. That was obviously a way to show builders how they can make challenging encounters for, ranged enemies. Ranged attacks are very weak in Neverwinter Nights 1. They unnecessarily nerfed the ranged weapons, which is kind of annoying. Let me see. I'm just gonna loot all these containers as I move forward. Oh, There's an ogre. Okay,
Strike it.
kill that ogre.
Attack.
Actually, I can probably just help him by just clicking. Yeah, their AC isn't that high. It's actually kind of low, so I can actually just click here. I can be efficient instead of, you know, doing it the quick way by firebranding everything. You can't even bypass my elemental resistance. Goodness.
Perish as you should.
Oh, he's also resistant to acid. How much did he take? Oh, he didn't. He just has a lot of HP. Alright, so there is a cave here, so I feel obligated to explore it. After looting everything in sight. Click, click, click. Alright, go. Orclair. Oh, okay, I remember this. This is where you encounter a very, very not lore-friendly version of King Obold Many Arrows, the Great Orc King. He actually uses the model of an ogre. They didn't even have a unique model for him. They just made him look like a regular ogre. And that's it. And he's not very hard to kill. He's just a really, really tough ogre who was refluffed into an orc. And he's dead. What did he say? Orc scout. Help, help, I see nasty intruder. I think that scout was scripted to run back to his other fellow orcs to warn them and grab reinforcements. Which just makes it easier for me to kill them all with one spell. Oh, ow. Anyway, firebrand. And they're mostly dead. Okay, so I'm gonna find traps and knock. Ooh. Click, click. At this point, my character is so powerful that I can pretty much just brute force my way through a lot of these. What is this? Can I open this? Yes, I can. Oh, there's drow here. Interesting. Did I take spell penetration? Yes, I did. I have greater spell penetration, so I can just kill them. Yep. Oh, we don't have true sight, but you know, I can probably just ice storm you. And again. And one more.
Taste of my wrath.
Why can't I click you? I can now. And she dies after casting a fireball, dispelling her own invisibility. Okay, Grimdar's dying, and I don't really feel like recasting all his buffs, so I'm just gonna heal him. There we go. And there's a door here. Oh, more drow. Let's try an empowered firebrand. Kill them all instantly. Oh, one guy got exploded. The rest of them managed to resist. And you're dead. Wow, that was easy. Ah, that sucks. I unlearned True Sight last level, so I can't see them directly. Okay, one more hit.
Is there something?
Oops. Accidentally clicked on him. Okay, quick save. And now... I feel like I should be disarming the traps. Yep, there were traps there. Ooh. More drow. Kill them all.
Feel the chill touch of the grave.
There's a Drow Mage here. Unfortunately, I can't make Grimno attack the target, or can I?
Strike at them.
No, he can't see it. See, if you're a player, you can stand next to an invisible character and click on them and try to attack them. But AI-controlled characters, well, they have no such luck. And they're dead. Ooh, nice loot, I guess. I think that's the chamber where, what is this? The note reads, I have paid you well for your services. You must help bolster the defenses of this cave complex. Defenses with a C. Ah. Anyway, my orc warriors will probably be unable to stop the elite warriors of Neverwinter. The note is signed by King Obold. Yep, this is the chamber, I think. Ooh. Frostshine strength, +4 strength. That would be nice, but I have a belt of +3 charisma that I'm loath to give up. Ow! Holy crap. And there he is. King Obold Many Arrows. As you can see, he has an ogre model, but the portrait is that of a regal-looking orc. In addition to being one of the largest orcs you have ever seen, there's a gleam of dangerous cunning in Obold's eyes. So you're only one, so I'm just gonna hit you with the full force of a greater missile storm. And you're dead. Mercy, me surrender. You too strong a sorcerer for me. Obold Many Arrows begs you for his life. What will you give me if I spare you, dog? I give you treasure. All treasure Obold has here is for you. I guess I will spare you if you come back with a prisoner. He's not gonna do that. No, if you take Obold prisoner, the Lords of Lies will chop off Obold's head. Just let Obold go and never come back. Obold swears it. So, Obold actually survives through 3rd edition and 4th edition and becomes a demigod in 5th edition, if I recall my Forgotten Realms lore correctly. So I guess we're going to an alternate timeline. Letting you live is a crime. Actually, logically, letting him live is really stupid because orcs ravage and destroy everything in sight. So we're actually doing a public service by killing him to death. Then Obold will die with blood on his blade. Yep. And you're dead. Okay, time to disarm the traps. No traps. Interesting. Dagger. Potion. And these. Okay, so we're gonna go back home first and turn in Obold's head to the mercenary camp. Mercenary barracks, rather. Let's see, where is it? There it is. Here. So we're gonna give it to this guy. Welcome back. How's the life of the bounty hunter treating you? You bring any orc heads back for me? Or is there something else I can do for you? I have the head of King Obold Many Arrows. Wow, Obold's even uglier than I imagined. The fly seeing out his eyes probably don't help. No matter, I've got a stake all sharpened up and waiting for this one. Here's the 1,000 gold pieces I promised. With Obold and his followers out of the picture, maybe we can actually start winning this war. You know it isn't easy getting rid of an orc king. I put my life on the line for you. Okay, I can take a hint, and I guess this was kind of a tough assignment. Not really. I'd hate to think how the war effort would have gone if you hadn't come through for us. I don't have any gold to spare, but I do have something. It's been in my family for generations. Handed down from soldier to soldier. But I'm retired and I don't have any children, so it might as well be yours. You've certainly proved yourself worthy. I know it's not much, but I hope it serves you as well as it served me. Anything else I can do for you? I'm gonna take a guess that's Peasant Dynasty. Yes, it is. It's this comma with these resistances.
Greetings.
I'm gonna sell it back to you for money. he doesn't buy stolen goods. That sucks. So I have no way to offload these traps. Okay, so how much XP do I have? I am about 356 XP away from leveling up. That's pretty close. So I guess I'm gonna head back to where's the Temple of Tyr? Here it is, the Temple of Tyr. It's a very unassuming building. We're gonna rest first, then recast all of our buffs before heading back in. So while my character is casting the buffs, I'm gonna go look at the items I'm gonna be getting. No. Staff of Power, yeah, that's fine, I guess. Crystal Robes, Enervation. Actually, I wonder if Eltura can if Eltura sells the scrolls for these. I don't think I checked. Okay, let's quick save and go to the many star cloak enclave. Where is that? Right here, the many starred cloak, rather. Alright, let's talk to you. Yeah, whatever. Magic supplies. Spells. Do you have enervation? No. Wait, do you? No, you do not. You don't have the spells I need. True Seeing. Let's see, actually, hold on. What is in here? Acid Arrow. Files. Oh, I have to pay her to access the lab.
Welcome. Is there some
So,
particular item of strange
I would like to
wondrous
use your
magic?
laboratory. There is a fee to use the laboratory. After all, the guild must replace any supplies you use, and magical components are not cheap. The cost is 2,000 gold pieces to gain entrance. In all fairness, I should also inform you that the lab will be of little use unless you happen to have a tome in your possession describing how to create a magical item. I do. I would hate to see you waste your money. Yeah, I'll give you 1,000. I mean 2,000. As you wish, the door is warded with special protective magic. You can now step into the white portal to enter the lab. Let's do this. Okay, is there anything here? Just components. Wizard's chest. So no spells. Yeah, that sucks. I really do have to learn those spells to craft these items. I mean, I just want to craft them just for the hell of it. They probably will not be better than what I already have. Alright, let's go back to the Temple of Tyr and teleport back into the Orc Cave. Click here, enter portal, pay 400 gold. Pause, need to check something. Okay, everything seems fine. So there's just a few areas. There's actually just 2 areas I haven't explored yet, so I might as well clear them out. Did I open these already? Yes, I did. Okay, there's like an army on the other side of this. I guess they're gone. Oh, do they despawn if oh, there they are. Alright, so let's go in and kill them all. Alright, Grimno, kill them. I guess I'm gonna firebrand again.
Let the earth take you.
Oh, that's a tough challenge. But it's just a physical opponent. It has no... Well, aside from the cold aura, that's it.
Comes for us all.
That's the 200 left. Oh, okay, I'm gonna level up after killing you. You know what, I'm in a hurry. I'm just gonna Isaac's Missile Storm. How much more? Less than 200 left. Gold. I think that was a vampire arrow? Vampiric arrow? Yes, it was. This remains, yep. 5 gold. Quick save, just in case. And click. Okay, I'm gonna empowered firebrand. I'm in a hurry. And they all died. And that's it for this ore cave. Now let's move on to the rest of the Moonwood. Click. Oops. Click. Quick save, just to be sure. So the Moonwood is where you get to fight big fire giants, Ettins, yeah, even some dragons. Boots of Striding +2 just for selling. Oh, hill giants and mountain giants and an Ettin. Okay, 3 types at the same time. Thankfully, we have Grimnaw, and Grimnaw, being a dwarf, has +4 dodge against giants. His AC is actually, what is his AC right now? His AC is actually 36 against giants, which is insane.
Taste of my wrath!
And that was fast. Click that. Oh, you dropped something? Alexandrite. Quick save. Click. Click. Okay, there's Uthgard warriors instead of fighting some bears, which are the #1 threat to America, according to Stephen Colbert. Yes, let's commit animal cruelty. Help us, Grimno. No, don't kill us. Yes, they didn't kill steal us. Good. Uthgard warrior. Let's talk to these people. Oh.
I greet you.
Forgive me, but I can stand for only a short time. The Sons of the Eagle are known for their hospitality, but in the last hill giant attack I was badly injured. Who are you? We are Uthgard of the Eagle tribe. Once this land was ours, but when the hill giant attacks came, most of our people fled to safer territory. Only the strongest Sons of the Eagle were left to guard our sacred land. Is your tribe aligned with Luskan or with Neverwinter? The Sons of the Eagle care nothing for the wars of others. We only seek to defend our sacred lands from the attacks of the hill giants. You should tell me about these hill giant attacks. Maybe I can help. The giants came down from the mountain plateau to the north in great raiding parties, ravaging the land. They fell upon the camps of our tribe, slaughtering many before moving on. Why did the hill giants attack your people? You must speak to our shaman for these answers. He sees with the eyes of eagles that soar over the mountains. He knows what we warriors do not. Why have you not fled with the rest of your tribe? These lands are sacred to the Sons of the Eagle. We who are strongest have vowed to defend the home of our ancestors to our death, that their spirits may find rest in the sacrifice of our blood. I'll be going now. May the soaring eagle watch over you. I will stay here to defend the lands of my people with my warrior brothers in case the giant raiders return. Alright, shaman dude, where are you? Are you inside? Nope. Oh, you're right here. Ixaritsu. The markings on this man's arm show him to be a member of the Uthgard Golden Eagle tribe. Yeah, same description.
I greet you, my child.
I regret that I cannot offer you the hospitality of our tribe, for we have little in the way of supplies, and we must keep them to care for those injured in the most recent hill giant attack. Who are you? I am Ixaristu, shaman of the Golden Eagle, practitioner of the arcane arts, and son of the Eagle. He's a wizard. I am the leader of what remains of this small group of warriors. We are Uthgard of the Eagle tribe. Once this land was ours, but when the hill giant attacks came, most of our people fled to safer territory. Then everything changed when the hill giant nation attacked. Only the strongest sons of the eagle were left to guard our sacred land. Is your tribe aligned with Luskan or with Neverwinter? The sons of the eagle care nothing for... Yeah. You had better tell me about these hill giant attacks. The giants came down from the mountain plateau to the north. Why are you saying the same thing? Why did the hill giants attack your people? I have tried to divine this information, seeking with the eyes of the eagles who soar over the mountains. I do not know what drives the giants, but I have seen them battling dragons in their lairs. Many giants are slain in these battles, but they do not flee as they would if all they sought was the gold of the serpent's hoard. Their purpose is something more, but I cannot tell you what that may be. Why have you not fled? Blah blah blah. I'll be going now. Okay, so you don't actually give me a quest, you just tell me, hey, expect giants and dragons. Which I already know because I've played this game before. Click. Click. And that's it. Quick save. What is in here? Oh, just more debris to loot. Ocean. Gold. How much gold do I have? Holy crap. I have almost 300,000 gold. That's a lot. Oh, dire spiders. I'm gonna set you on fire. Grimnock, kill them all. I don't like... Oh, wow. I leveled up. Alright, so... Enervation, Mage Armor, I already have that. Stone Skin, Feeble Mind. So, Enervation, Stone Skin, Feeble Mind. Okay. Sorcerer. Let's level these skills up. Okay, so I'm gonna go for Spell Focused Necromancy as I had originally planned. So I can get a really powerful Wail of the Banshee at level 9. Right, Feeble Mind, where are you? You are level 5, so let's do that. Enervation, I know, is level 4. So, gonna get rid of that temporarily. Enervation, where are you? There you go. And Stone Skin is also level 4. God damn it. So, I'm gonna get rid of this temporarily. Stone Skin. And now I have a level 7 spell. Do I want Finger of Death to instantly kill things? Perhaps Banishment. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Finger of Death. For level 6, I guess I'm gonna take True Seeing again. Forceful Hand would actually be a good thing. It's a lot of things are not immune to it in the OC because it was added in the expansions. Oops, I accidentally hit my microphone. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's actually play properly here. Forceful Hand. Lesser Spell Mantle. I don't really need that, do I? I actually need a Breach ability. Undeath to Death. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna go for Greater Spell Breach. There we go. That's much better. Okay, so let's replace that with Greater Spell Breach. And Finger of Death, I guess I'll put it here. And I don't actually plan on casting Enervation and Feeble Mind because they suck. And I don't need Stone Skin because it's... Actually, I can probably cast it on Grimno. There we go. Quick save. Stone Skin will replace the our improved invisibility because I no longer have it. Okay, now it's time to go to the exit, which is here. Where's the transition to the next area? That's weird. Oh, it is here. It's on the upper right corner. Okay. Oh, it's this area where you have to go through this weird maze where like everything just falls off into the void. Okay, I'm in a hurry. Let's kill everyone. I can't hit anything. There we go. Okay, time to loot. I noticed that a lot of the times most of the time in combat seems to be spent looting after the fact, especially with these very easy fights. Okay, more of them. Let's kill them all. There we go. I actually still have Fireball in my repertoire, so I can probably use it as a more efficient firebrand. I mean, I have haste, I can cast it twice. Alright, so I guess we'll just Fireball these guys. There we go. And another one. And they're all dead. Well, not all dead. Some of them are. Yeah, there's a dragon in this area. Okay, click this one. So this area is quite unique. As you can see, there's this obnoxiously long, winding path. There's only really one way to the rest of the area. And now I had to wade through these bags of HP to get to my target. I can't remember if the words of power were with the red dragon or someone else. I'm gonna assume it's with Klaus because he's doing this weird vampiric immortality thing, sacrificing artificially matured blue dragons to himself. Spoiler alert. Gold. Did I loot this? Yes, I did. This one I did not, so quick save. Goodness, there's so much stuff. I'm really appreciative of how in Pillars of Eternity they have AoE loot, area of effect looting, which really speeds things up. Click. It's a lot of potions of cure critical wounds. Alright, let's kill these dudes.
Come! The Silent Lord take you!
And it's dead. Cave entrance. I think that's the green dragon lair. I'm not sure which one that is. Probably. Either that's the green dragon lair or that's the red dragon. I have a crossbow plus 3. Okay. More stuff to loot. Goodness, there's so many containers here. Okay, let's go inside and see what's in here. Oh, no, it's not. It's, oh, okay. It's the Green Dragon Cave. Okay, I'm gonna find traps. Gold ring. Quick save. Okay, my minute-long buffs expired, so I'm gonna recast them. And let's save. Quick. Quick. Quick save. Yep, it's a green dragon. What's it? Remains. A hill giant. It just killed a hill giant.
Why have you come, puny one? For what reason have you sought out the cave of one greater than yourself? Why do you disturb the magnificent Akulatraxis?
Please, mighty Akulatraxis, I seek your wisdom in answering these questions I have. You speak with the respect due a dragon. This is good, human one. Conversation is far more pleasant than the slaughter I was forced to unleash upon the hill giants who attacked my lair. Now, what would you ask of me? Great Akulatraxis, why would the hill giants be foolish enough to challenge your might? The hill giants were trying to steal my eggs. The lairs of many of my kind have come under attack. Too many dragons have all been slain and their eggs taken. But the hill giants are like all the lesser creatures. They are no match for a dragon of my power, even in great numbers. The raiders shall not steal my eggs, I vow this. These vile raiders deserve death for daring to come after your offspring. Quest! I cannot leave my lair. I must stay to protect my eggs until they hatch. But I will not rest until the giants are no more and the head of their chief lies at my feet. I would even be willing to part with some of my great hoard to secure the life of my children. Is there more I might do for you while you consider this offer, human character? Where might I find the hill giant chief? The setting of the hill giant chief is on the plateau to the west. Bring me his head and you will get your reward. Now my tiny instrument of vengeance. Is there anything else? Please, mighty Akulatraxis, I seek your wisdom in answering these questions I have. You are a truly spectacular being. Are there more dragons in the area that I might gaze upon the glory of your species further? There are other dragons in the area, though none so magnificent as I. Gorgotha makes her lair to the north in the spine of the world, though I know little of her. Gold dragons are not fond of my particular breed. A great brass named Silandara also lairs in the spine of the world, another I try to avoid, for she is jealous of me. Most of the others have fled, driven off by the same hill giants who dared to attack me here in my lair. More questions? In the grand scope of all your knowledge, do you know anything about the words of power? I have never heard of these words of power, and I have lived in these mountains all my life. I will continue to live here for many more, for that matter, despite the efforts of the hill giants to dislodge me. I'll be going now. If you have business elsewhere, you may attend to it. Akulatraxis gives you permission to go, tiny creature. Diplomacy! Alright, so we're gonna take out the hill giants. Oh shit, I just realized. We're fighting giants, and I forgot to make Attack on Titan references. I guess they'll have to take back my weep card. We're gonna be attacking the Titans in their home. Okay, you said west. So let's be in this area. There they are! Firebrand! Other spells I have. I have Isaac's Stone. And they're dead. Click. Loot everything in sight. Is there anything here? There are things here, of course. looting that. Money, there's so much money lying around. And now healers get plus 10. Okay, anything else? There's also some stuff here. Okay, click that. Magical weapons just lying around. Click. Is there anything else here? Yes, there are giants here. What can I do? Alright, empowered ice storm. Just kill everything. Oh, that's an area going up.
The Silent Lord take you!
They're not really much of a challenge, you just have a lot of HP. There we go. Got rid of that. More gold to the spine of the world. Okay, before we go there, let's, I guess, take out the hill giants. Or is that another dragon lair? Let's go inside. Hill giant lair. Okay, it's the hill giant slayer. Arm traps, mine traps. There were traps. Interesting. All right, let's kill everyone.
Feel the chill touch of the taste of my
Pretty good XP, I suppose. He tried to stunning fist the chest. Okay. Now let's open this. Quick save, just for good measure. Oh, it's just a door, but the diver I can open it. Come on, there we go. 16 XP. Deeper into cave, so there's like a lower level. Oh, traps, traps. Ow. Oh, my inventory's full. Time to load stuff into my bags of holding. Click. You're going into another bag. Oh, I'm already using these. Wait. Okay, that should be enough for now. Another gate spell, interesting. Save. Might as well finish this area. Okay, there's just click auto attack them to death. Flash, Grimno is just killing everyone. And he's dead. Ooh, ow, ow, ow. That hurts. But they regenerate very quickly.
Feel that.
Oh, there's more stuff. I probably stepped on the trigger that spawned these ogres when going through that area. I'm able to reach target, so I got stuck because of pathfinding. Okay, let's... Oh, die, puny intruder. Yeah, you're eating a greater missile storm. And you're gonna die. You must take everything. And you're dead! That was quick. And something got open. Encircling scale, another poison immunity item. I'm tempted to clear that area, but I'm kind of getting sleepy a bit. Goodness, it's 51 minutes. Okay, let's see what's here. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, let's go back home and do the crafting quests. Let's sell off our loot first. Supplies. Sell, sell, sell. Okay, where was I? The bags. So let's sell that. Nope, I can't sell that. I need that. I need this for Dale and Red Tiger. Actually, I wonder if I can complete their quests now. If I can, then I'm not gonna stick around to finish the entire Chapter 3. I just really want the companion items. Alright, so let's talk to Grim now. Let's talk. I want you to continue with what you were telling me before. I have been waiting for guidance from the Silent Lord before I discussed this matter with you, Plowshare, but I realize now what a fool I was. Yes, he's continuing his story. You are a tool of the Silent Lord. You enact his will upon this world, spreading death everywhere you go. The Silent Lord has brought us together for a reason. You are here to aid me in this challenge, Plowshare. The very fact that you are here is proof the Silent Lord wants me to ask for your help in this task. What task? I must assassinate one of the Inner Circle's members. Only by delivering one of their number into the Silent Lord's hands am I worthy to join them. Sounds simple. There is a catch, Plowshare. It is forbidden for one of my orders to slay one of the Inner Circle unless we use a weapon blessed by the Inner Circle themselves. Why would they bless a weapon just so someone else can use it to kill them? You forget, Plowshare, we do not fear death. The custom exists to ensure that when one of the Inner Circle is slain, it is by a monk who has been proved worthy of the honor. When one of the Order joins the Inner Circle, they must bless a weapon that may be used to deliver them to the Silent Lord. They then take the weapon and secret it away in a place of great danger. Finding one of these blessed weapons requires luck, skill, and faith. In fact, we believe only the guiding hand of the Silent Lord will deliver a blessed weapon into the possession of one of our order. So you want me to find this weapon for you? At first, I feared enlisting your aid would be sacrilegious. However, now I realize that you are a tool of the Silent Lord. You are here specifically to help me find one of the blessed weapons. How will I recognize one of these blessed weapons? The sacred weapons are all emblazoned with the symbol of my order, the outstretched arm of the Silent Lord, reaching to claim us all. Do not fear, Plowshare. As long as you seek the words of power, I shall serve you, and in serving you I serve the will of the Silent Lord. If I am meant to find one of the sacred weapons, it will be in your service as you continue to carve out your blood-steeped legend. Yep, I already have it. I have a dagger here with a skeletal hand on it. Is this one of the blessed weapons? It's this one. Yes, this is the mark of my order. Wait, I feel a faint aura emanating from the blade. Yes, this is one of the weapons blessed by the inner circle. Once more, you have proved yourself an agent of my master, Plowshare. I bestow upon you this talisman, a gift normally reserved only for those of my order. I thank you for this reward, Grimno. The talisman has powerful magical properties bestowed by my order, Plowshare. Its power is not to be underestimated. What are you going to do now, Grimno? The dagger is only the beginning for me, Plowshare. I now have the ability and the right to deliver one of the inner circle to the Silent Lord. Yet the inner circle are among the most powerful of my order, and if I am to defeat one of them, I must become a master of all I have learned. Once I feel I am worthy, I will challenge one of the inner circle to a battle to the death. But of course, all this must wait. Ooh, what is that? Oh, you're hosting me. Thank you, fam, with one viewer. So I'm streaming early in the morning because I can't sleep. So I might as well play Neverwinter Nights until I get tired and fall asleep. Then wake up, take a shower, and go to work. At 2 p.m. later today. Of course, all this must wait. Wait for what? Your task here is not yet done, Plowshare. You still seek the words of power, and in doing so, you still bring death and destruction to your foes. It has been an honor to serve you, and I will not abandon you until your task is done. So, I now have the +5 amulet. Oh, +4. So it's +4 Constitution, immunity to level, ability drain, and spell resistance 10. But not disease. Spell resistance 10 is kind of not really useful. Anyway, let's go talk to the other companions. I believe I have their quest items as well. Where's Arangen's slot? There it is. Alright, so let's talk to Tommy.
I figured they'd drag your car.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, let's talk.
Eh? What?
You need to level up. And now let's talk again. I want you to continue your story from before. Was I telling a story, my lord? Oh, right, about the end of my apprenticeship with Halasar. Well, wizards are a funny lot, you know. No self-respecting thief would go poking his nose into places where it's sure to get cut off, but wizards run like moths into bonfires. Halasar was no different. He didn't want me to find out, of course, but I had a way of sneaking around his tower without him knowing, and I saw him summoning demons. Why would he be summoning demons? Why does any wizard summon demons? Power, knowledge, succubus booty? Who can tell? Maybe he needed a chess partner. Anyway, this demon seemed harmless enough, Halasar, and it had some laughs, and it tickled the mage's belly until he was giggling like a schoolgirl. So after Halasar dismissed it and left, I decided I would call up this demon and see just how much riches he could give me. It really didn't seem like such a big deal at the time. You consorted with a demon? Sheesh, you make it sound like we got married and ran off to the Dales to live in bliss. I only summoned it once, my lord. Gosh. So I read a bit of the wizard's book and summoned the demon, right? Well, the demon looks all surprised to see me, and he just laughs and laughs and laughs. I asked him what's so damn funny, right? He says, why you, little one? He has this big booming voice, and all I can think is, boy, I'm gonna be so rich. So what happened? Well, I shout at him and demanded he make me rich, right? And he laughs again. So I say he better make me powerful, then figuring that's maybe just as good. So he laughs again. Finally, he calms down and he says, okay, and gives me a magic wand. Says that will give me all the power I need, and poof, he's gone. Boy, that wand got me into so much trouble. Why? What did it do? I'll have to tell you what the wand did sometime later, maybe. Let's just say Halasar wasn't happy about it. Anyway, I'm sure we've more important things to do, right, my lord? So I can continue his quest to completion. Let's talk. Continue your story. Ah, I guess there's no harm in it. It was such a big mess, though, my lord. If you'll remember, the wee demon had given me a wand, aye? So after he left, I decided that it needed to be tested out. Uh-oh. Aye, exactly. It was exhilarating, my lord. The power at my disposal. I had my apprentice chores to do, and I decided the wand should do them for me. I animated a broom to do my bidding, and it began to clean the floors. I used the wand to make a bucket that never ran short of water. I made the tables walk, the cauldrons dance, the chairs four-step. It was marvelous. I waved my wand and everything came to life. Beauty and the Beast. There's no wand that does that. Oh, you think so, do you? When was the last time you summoned up a big demon who gave you a gift, huh? Happens all the time, does it? Well, the broom was the first problem. It began cleaning more than the floors. It started sweeping the shelves, knocking Halasar's components about, breaking things. I couldn't make it stop. In a panic, I hacked the broom apart with an axe, but then both halves became brooms. I kept hacking, and suddenly the room was filled with brooms. They were breaking everything. In my haste, I knocked over the bucket, and suddenly the tower began filling up with water. The table was attacking me. I couldn't do anything. The tower was being destroyed. Chaos, chaos. Oh, the humanity. Hindenburg. And then Halasar came back. I can't imagine he was pleased. No, no, he wasn't pleased. He looked down at me all mad and disappointed. He was so scary I thought I'd pee my britches. He snatched the wand from me and he broke it, and that made all the madness stop. Oh, and he yelled at me. He practically threw me out of the tower and told me never to come back. The bright news is I hear Halasar told some writer about it, and the writer thought it was so amusing. He made a play, thinking it'll be a musical. Is that a Beauty and the Beast reference? Oh. Um. Just when I think you won't get any stranger. You know, I do feel a bit bad about the whole thing. Not for me. I knew I was no wizard. I feel bad for Halasar. He did treat me pretty good, all things considered. He had a bunch of rare components destroyed that night. Worst of all was these ashes. The ashes of a great warrior. They were for his longevity potion. I've always thought I should try to make it up to him one day. Find him those ashes maybe, unless he's gone and died of old age. So basically, I just looted an urn of an Uthgard hero, and I'm gonna give it to Tommy. He's gonna give it to his old master, who's gonna use it to extend his life. Oh, I have these ashes of an Uthgard hero. Would they serve? Well, now maybe they would at that. Let me think. I think that would serve for Halasar's longevity potion just fine. Thank you, my lord. Here, since you're such a friend, let me give you this. Ring of the Road +4. It's a powerful ring that I stole from Sammy way back. Maybe you could use it. Thank you, Tommy. It's not a problem, my lord. At least I can do. It's the only thing I stole off Sammy that was valuable enough for me to keep. I'll send these ashes off to Halsar, as soon as I get the chance. I wonder if he'll still accept an apprentice at my age. You want to become a wizard now? Sure, why not? With some magic at hand, I could be the greatest thief that Caliport has ever known. Again! Let's get underway then, my friend. We'll find your words of power and put an end to evil, for even more adventure awaits us afterwards, I'm sure of it. I think that's a reference to how I think he might be a rogue wizard in Hordes of the Underdark. I'm not sure, I never actually used him in Hordes of the Underdark. So +4 dexterity, +2 to a lot of things I don't care about. So now let's talk to Dalen.
Waiting for you. I suspected.
Yeah, whatever.
Yes.
Level up.
Yes. Is there something you need?
Let's talk for a while. I want you to continue your story from before. We should focus on finding the words of power for Aaron Gen, but I suppose I could spare some time to share with you the legend of my people I mentioned earlier. I want to hear it. In ancient times, all the Uthgard tribes were one, a mighty nation under the great hero king Uthgar. Our people were indomitable in battle. None dared to stand against Uthgar when he wielded his great spear. It is said no weapon could harm him when he brandished the spear over his head. Go on. But against our greatness, the armies of our enemies massed goblins, orcs, ogres, and other creatures too foul to mention. A dark host marched forth from the mountains to battle Uthgar and his people. According to the tale, there was a young boy who desired nothing more than to be a great hero of the Uthgard. When news of the invasion came, he swore he would join the ranks of men as a warrior. He was a mere child, not even a youth, and the warriors told him to stay with the women and infants. But the boy was brave and stubborn, and he would not accept this. What did the boy do? The night before the battle, the boy crept into Uthgar's tent and stole his magic spear. Then the boy marched out into the darkness. Marched out in the darkness to face the horde alone. But he was a child, he did not even know where he was going, and he soon became lost in the woods. In the morning, Uthgar woke to find his spear gone. He was forced to march against the enemy without it. The battle raged fierce and bloody, and many warriors fell before the enemy broke and fled. But even victory came with a terrible cost, for Uthgar, father of our people, was felled by the arrow through the eye. What about the boy with the spear? After many days, the boy found his way back to the camp. Those who saw him with the spear quickly understood what had happened, and they blamed him for Uthgar's death. They cast him out forever, banishing him from the tribe. The boy fled, taking the spear with him. He had only wanted to prove himself a warrior. He had only wanted to help defend the tribe. His motives were honorable. But his actions had tragic consequences, and the Uthgard could not forgive him, just as Neverwinter could not forgive Fenting. But the tale does not end there. How does it end? The boy vanished. He was never seen again, and neither was Uthgar's spear, the symbol and source of the Uthgard nation's power and might. Without the spear, my people were vulnerable, and our enemies fell upon us. The great nation of the Uthgard was splintered into small tribes. Never again would we know the glory of our past. Had the Uthgard forgiven the boy, he and the spear would have remained, and the empire would have stayed strong. Had Neverwinter forgiven Fentik, Arabeth might not have betrayed the city she loved. I guess I see your point. There is a lesson in the fall of the Uthgard, a lesson Neverwinter would do well to heed. There is hope for the city yet, just as there is hope for the Uthgard. Hope? There is more to the legend of Uthgar's spear. Plowshare. Perhaps later I will tell you the tale, but now, yeah, whatever. Okay, tell me your tale now. I promised to tell you the rest of the tale of Uthgar's spear when the time was right, Plowshare. That time has now come. As you know, I am on a vision quest to prove myself a true Uthgard warrior. Last night I had a vision to guide me on my quest. Tell me about your vision. I have seen the spear in my dreams. According to the legends of my people, the Uthgard tribes will never be united until Uthgar's spear is found. This is how I must prove myself worthy of my tribe, Plowshare. I must find Uthgar's spear, though I do not know where to look. Do not fear, Plowshare. As long as you seek the words of power, my blade shall serve you, and in serving you, perhaps I will find Uthgar's spear. I have come to believe it is the will of the gods that I stay by your side. You found my mother's brooch. You avenged her murder. I cannot help but feel you are destined to help me in this as well. Let's examine the spear. This ceremonial spear radiates a powerful dwemer of magic. It is adorned with beads and feathers in the style of the Uthgard people, and the shaft is covered with colorfully ornate and decorative runes. I have a spear here. Is this Uthgar's spear? Yes, this is the spear from my dreams, Uthgar's spear. Because of you, I can return to my people with proof my spirit is worthy of the Red Tiger tribe. I can never properly repay you for this gift, Plowshare, but please take this small token of my gratitude. It was a gift from my mother before she died. I thank you for this reward, Dalen. The talisman has powerful magical properties, though I know it is hardly a suitable reward for all you have done for me. Alas, the only other thing I can offer you is my continued service. What are you going to do with the spear now, Dalen? I will bring Uthgar's spear back to my tribe and present it to our council of elders. I have no doubt they will declare my spirit worthy of the Red Tiger tribe. I imagine my chieftain will summon an intertribal council so that all the Uthgar tribes will know the artifact has been found. This is an event of great importance to my people, Plowshare. According to the legends, the return of Uthgar's spear heralds the return of Uthgar himself. To be born among our tribes, they say it signals a return to the glory of our ancient past. And what about you? I cannot say for certain. Perhaps I will be hailed as a hero and showered with riches and honors by the chieftains of my people. Or perhaps I will simply be welcomed back into the tribe. The elders could allow me to take a wife and raise a son of my own amongst the Uthgar people. Either would be pleasing to me, Plowshare. I have proven myself worthy, and for the first time I feel truly at peace with my place in the world. I'm gonna miss you, Dalen. I long to return to my people, Plowshare, and reclaim my place among my tribe, but I will not abandon you, or break my promise to serve. As long as you have me, whatever. Okay, so how did he upgrade it? So it's spell resistance 12, immunity to fear, and strength plus 4. Okay. I think I also have, so the Oak Seed, that is a Body Knocks item. Is there anything else I got here? You know what, let's talk to them. I'm actually getting tired and sleepy now, so I might just go through the other companions.
You're back.
Alright, let's
Is there
talk.
something you need?
I need you to level up. And now you're wearing a
Is there
robe.
something you need?
Very sorcery of you. I want you to continue with what you were telling me before. You seem quite interested in this subject, Plowshare. I suppose we could spare a few minutes from our quest to speak about God's arrival on the shores of Lantan if you wish. I wouldn't have asked if I didn't want to hear the tale. Precisely. As I already mentioned, Gon Wonderbringer appeared on the shores of Lantan during the time of troubles. During those years, Ao, the Overfather of the gods, decreed they must walk among us as mortals. Gon Wonderbringer chose to take the form of a gnome, a logical choice given the obvious advantages of my race. It was in this form that he washed up on the shores of Lantan. As you can imagine, people were skeptical of Gon's claim, but the Wonderbringer's clerics confirmed his identity. Go on. During the time of troubles, there was great strife among the suddenly mortal gods. Bane, Baal, and Mirkul slew each other, battling over the portfolio of death. Joaquin, goddess of wealth and commerce, vanished and has never returned. But Gon chose not to become involved in the machinations and power struggles of the other deities. He dwelt peacefully among the people of my island home, sharing his wisdom and knowledge with us. Perhaps the most well known gift he shared with us was the secret of making smoke powder. Smoke powder? That's gunpowder. Smoke powder is quite useful if somewhat dangerous. Though it resembles nothing more than coarse black sand, when lit, smoke powder will explode with a blast of surprising force. Smoke powder is a remarkable tool with many uses, but it can be quite destructive in the wrong hands. This is why even among the Lantanese, the secrets of smoke powder are known only to a precious few. But even though smoke powder is Gon's most well-known gift to my people, it was not the most important piece of knowledge he shared with us. What do you mean? What other gift did he give you? As I have already told you, we are a society of observers and thinkers. We have a tradition of isolating ourselves from the politics and events of Faerun, but Gon changed all that. He warned us a time was coming when we must become involved in the affairs of the mainland. A time was coming in which we could not afford to remain dispassionate and neutral. He would not say when this time was or what the circumstances would be of this momentous event. Momentous, lacking an O. But when a god tells you to go forth into the rest of the world, you would be wise to listen. Atlanta is still a very close and mysterious society. Given the analytical nature of our society, you could not expect we would suddenly integrate ourselves with the rest of Faerun without careful study and research of what we were about to undertake. Suddenly, the discoveries and accounts of those who had left our island on journeys of exploration became infinitely more important as a tool to teach us of the society and culture we knew we would soon be interacting with. Now, by law, all who leave Lantan must first visit the clerics of Gon Wonderbringer to obtain divine guidance before embarking on their journey. What kind of divine guidance do you receive? Me, you know the usual. Go with Gon, that kind of thing. Pretty much what you'd expect. You're not a very good liar. The guidance I received from Gon's clerics is a personal and private thing, Plowshare, and has nothing to do with our work for Aaron Gen. Perhaps I will speak more of this later, but now is not the time. We need to focus on our mission. We have to get those. Yeah, man. So I just remembered his quest item is not actually the oak seed; it's the dragon scale, which I can loot from a dead dragon somewhere in the Moonwood
Is there something you need?
or Spine of the World. Let's talk. Continue your story. I probably shouldn't tell you this, Plowshare, but you have proven yourself to me many times over, and I am certain not even Gon himself would begrudge me for asking your assistance in this matter. I am about to reveal a secret known only to the people of Lantan and those within the Church of Gon Wonderbringer. I am relying on you not to spread this secret around. As you know, Plowshare, I left Lantan on a journey of discovery. What you might not have known was that my journey is also a holy pilgrimage. Ah, spelling in the service of Gon Wonderbringer. I have been charged with a task. What task? Whenever one of my people embarks upon a sojourn to the mainland, the clerics of Gon pray to the Wonderbringer for a vision of what new and previously unseen wonder the traveler is to seek out on his journey. In my case, the priest saw a terrible creature of enormous size and great power, a monster unknown in my homeland. Only after consulting the texts in the great library did the priests understand the vision was of a dragon. You have to bring back a dragon? That won't be easy. Obviously, bringing back an entire dragon would be an impossible request, and the clerics would have been foolish to burden me with such a ridiculous task. Instead, they charged me to return with the dragon scale. Through experimentation, study, and magical divination, we can learn much about these creatures from a single scale. However, the scale must not have been tainted by spells or other unnatural forces such as magical weapons, or the experiments will be corrupted by the outside influence. So we need to kill a dragon without using any spells or magical weapons. I realize the odds of defeating a dragon without spells or magical weapons are so minute as to be negligible. However, there may be another way to obtain the scale. Dragons occasionally come into conflict with other creatures, giants and other dragons primarily. In battling these foes, surely a dragon must be wounded, perhaps even killed. Logically, we might expect to find a dragon scale that has been torn free or dislodged in one of these struggles. This is far more likely than killing a dragon ourselves without any magical aid whatsoever. So I guess you're off to search for some dragon caves. Do not fear, Plowshare. As long as you seek the words of power, I shall remain in your service. In my time with you, I have seen more wonders and experienced more fantastic adventures than all but a handful of my people. Than all but a handful of my people. When I return home, my accounts will enrich the knowledge of all Lantan. I would be a fool to leave you now, even if I thought I could find a dragon scale on my own. Don't worry about it, Nak. We'll find you a dragon scale somewhere. Nothing would please me more, Plowshare, except for locating the words of power for Arangen. Yep. I think the oak seeds are for Linu.
I hope that you would return.
Yeah, let's talk.
Hey there, dude.
You level up. And let's
Hey there,
talk again. I suppose you won't rest until I tell you about the accident that led to my becoming a cleric of Seanine. I guess I can tell you, though it was a horrifying experience. I want to hear it. It was just over a month into our training when Gadolin decided to let us examine some of his collection of magical artifacts. He took us into his vault, the part where the lower powered magic items were stored. We played with them for a while, but I was bored. You were bored playing with magic items? Being from a wizard's home, most of us had seen items like these quite a few times. I was hardly going to be impressed by a wand of magic missiles. I noticed that one of the doors had been left open, so I thought I would go have a quick peek inside. Go on. I didn't mean to touch anything, but two of the other students came in behind me. One of them asked what I was doing. His voice scared me, causing me to jump into the air, but I didn't land on the floor. I didn't see the rope that was hung to keep people away from this one display. The hole I fell into was a doorway to another plane of existence, or at least that's what they told me later. According to Gadolin, no person, let alone a child, should have survived the experience. So, how did you survive? All I know is that my body seemed to expand and contract at a horribly fast rate, like a hyperventilating toad. The feeling seemed to last for hours, but was over in seconds. I can't explain it any better than that. When it stopped, I opened my eyes. What did you see? There was a large, gray, squishy thing that looked at me with 20 large eyes. I whimpered a little, and remembered that. Then it started to move. I don't think I have ever seen anything move so very fast. So she ran into a slot. I screamed as it attacked and continued to scream as a bolt of glowing blue light ripped through its body just seconds before it could reach me. I sat on the ground, trembling uncontrollably. Arms enveloped my quaking form, and a soft voice whispered words into my ear. Who was it? That would be getting ahead of the story. Just be patient. I can only recall images of journeys and safety, of life and death, and of times to come. As the voice spoke, I began to feel very tired, and I drifted off to sleep. When I awoke, I was in a comfortable bed, surrounded by a curtain that stretched up to the ceiling, and I could hear a man's and woman's voice talking softly beyond it. The voices were suddenly interrupted by the entrance of my master, who angrily asked why I was taken to the temple of Seanine. A single word from the woman stopped him cold. What did she say? All she said was his name. He looked at her with a piercing stare, then his eyes opened in surprise and he sank to his knees. I was confused, having no idea who was standing by my bed. The only word my master could speak was her name, Seanine. Wait, you were rescued by Goddess? The Goddess came over and pulled the curtain back. She smiled and kissed me on the forehead. My child, she said, you have exceeded the boundaries of luck. A green light surrounded her body as she stepped back and disappeared. For years after that experience, people treated me with awe and called me the Godchild. Sadie did me a favor, but there were days when I wished she could have done it quieter. That does seem to stretch the limits of luck. Such is my life, bad and good luck in heaping amounts, like a gift of gold that crushes you under its weight. I have dedicated my life to the goddess. She gave me that gift, so I gave everything back to her. There is a task that she wishes me to accomplish, and that is why she chose to save my life. A task? I overheard a few of the words she shared with the high priest before my master came in the room. But that is a task for me and should not be allowed to interfere with your quest. Yeah, it's gonna interfere with my quest. We don't have we have too much to do. Sorry, we have too much to do right now to tell that tale. We need to, yeah, find the word of power. Okay, you're gonna tell me anyway. Bashir the sorcerer, you are my truest friend in the world. We are BFFs together. Senpai noticed me. I know now that we must work together to accomplish all of our quests. I told you that I overheard Sandy Moonmo speaking to the head cleric of her order. The words that I heard would echo in my mind for the rest of my life. Tell me what they said. She told the elderly cleric that during her wanderings through this world she had come upon a forest of breathtaking oak trees that grew in the middle of a range of volcanoes. Yep, that is her quest item. While she stood in contemplation and admiration of the oak, one of the volcanoes erupted. The lava streamed down the mountain, burning its way through every form of life in its path. The way I could stand and admire your beauty for endless hours. Oh, now, that's the kind of comment that could trip up a woman's heart, but let's explore that later. The lava reached the edge of the forest and destroyed every single tree. This saddened Sanin, but as she prepared to move away, she noticed something very unusual. The seeds of the tree were floating on top of the lava. Floating? They didn't burn up. When the lava cooled, the seeds broke open and small shoots came out of the shells to take root in the newly formed crust of earth. Within weeks, the forest had renewed itself, and the oak trees stood tall, defiant of the surrounding volcanoes and their fiery destruction. That's amazing. Sanin was so smitten with the majesty of those trees that she made her favorite weapon from one of the bows. Sanin left the forest, returning occasionally to enjoy the splendor of their beauty. One day she returned to find that the trees had disappeared. Not a single seed remained, which made her weep. What happened to them? Sanin didn't know what had happened. She had been gone for several centuries, and there were no trace of the mighty volcanic oak trees left. This is my task, dear one. Sanin thinks it is possible that one day an elf priestess will find a seed of the volcanic oak and bring it to Everasca to be a symbol of rebirth for the elven people. With this symbol, as the oak is reborn through fiery death, our people might be rekindled in spirit, though we might face adversity. I must find the seed, though I know not where one might exist. That's all there is to tell, sweet plowshare. I shall defend your life with my own until the day that Neverwinter is safe again. Some day, fate might guide me to the seed. The goddess has led me to be here with you. With your help, I have recovered the chalice of Moonbow and found my husband's journal. You are my guide to restoring the volcanic oak to rebuild my people. Yeah, I already got it. I have an unusual seed right here. Is this it? Where is it? Where did I put it? Did I put it in the... Oh, here it is. The seed is a large and strangely shaped item. I have an unusual seed right here. Is this it? Yes, that's the seed the goddess described. I'm sure of it. Oh, Plowshare, you've done it. We did it, Reddit. There's nothing I could give you that could equal the gift you have given to the people of Everasca. You have proven that you are the best of friends to the elven people. I think you shall find that the pendant I gave you is now much stronger than before. Your friendship means more to me than any magical item. Sweet Plowshare, those words, they fill some part of my soul that has been missing for a long time. There is an expression in Elven, Vestrai Nieni, which means you complete me. Do you know what I mean by that? Yeah, you complete me too, dear Linu. Woo-woo. It would mean a lot to me if you would come to Everasca with me after we are done here. I think I would truly love to explore a deeper relationship with you. I would like that very much. Spoiler alert, it doesn't happen. You have unlocked the strongest magics of the pendant. Gendar, a human, proved the depths of his friendship to the elves years ago, and the pendant blessed him with quicker reflexes than most elves have. What will you do with the seeds now, Lino? I will take the seed back to Everasca, where a place will be prepared for a whole forest of these oaks to grow. The elven population has been withdrawing from the larger population of Faerun at too quick a rate. Perhaps with this symbol and the elven god's blessings, we can begin to replenish ourselves. The coming years will be an upheaval in the elven society if we are going to integrate ourselves more. Then we will need strong leadership. Who will step up and assume that role? I have no idea. What about you? I don't really think I have the qualities necessary for leadership. I would be content with a place in the church. Maybe build a new temple somewhere in human lands and lend support to elves who come out of seclusion. Whatever role I am given, with Sadie to guide me, I shall endeavor to do what is best for my people and for the other people of this world. Even I know there is much to do in Nebraska. I am in no rush to leave your side, dear one. As long as we have work to do and you have a place for me, I shall remain with you, loyal to the end. Alright. And then, ooh, immunity to mind affecting spells. But I already have that from my staff, so that's redundant. Dexterity plus 4. Okay, so now let's talk to Charmin, the last one. Okay,
Yes?
level up. Thank
Yes?
you. Okay, continue your story. Alright, I've thought about which story to tell you, Plowshare. It is an old one. The story of Tamerlane and the Song of Love. Sounds promising. I'm so happy you approve. Now, since you promised to be a good audience, be quiet for once. Tamerlane was an elven bard, one of the most talented and famous from an age ago. At the peak of his life, he was happily married with numerous children, yet still he felt he had left something undone. He bid his children a tearful farewell one day, hugging his faithful wife close to his breast, and promised to return as he began the greatest quest of his long life. For decades he searched for Hanali Selanil, the elven goddess of love. He called to her from her temples, walked the fields of Arvindor, serenaded her from the highest mountain tops. Just when he thought he could search no more, and his thoughts turned to his long-lost wife and children, Hanali Selanil came to him at long last. She was the most beautiful of elves, her eyes warm and clad in a gown of silver and gold. Thou hast sought me out, she spoke, and I have come. What dost thou desire of me? Tamerlane was almost overcome by her beauty, but still he spoke. Hanali Selanil, he said, also called Lady Goldheart, the winsome rose, the mother of sadness, I wish a boon. I desire to know the true meaning of love, so that I may write a song to stir the hearts of mortal and immortal alike. Would you grant me this boon? The goddess thought on his offer and smiled. I am three who are one, child. Perform a task for each of us, and you shall know the true meaning of love and be rewarded. Three who are one? Yes, the Queen of Arvandor is the elven goddess Angarad, but she is commonly thought of as three goddesses, three aspects who together are the one, the triune. One, of course, is Hanali Selanil, goddess of love and the gold elves. One is Erdrifania, goddess of the sky and the winged Avariel. The third is Saline Moonbow, goddess of dreams and the moon elves. Tamerlane readily agreed to perform the tasks, of course. That, however, I'll tell you another time, seeing as you interrupted and all. Alright, let's go. Good enough. I can tell the rest of the tale when we get a chance later. You're gonna tell me now.
Yes?
Fair enough. I think I remember how the rest of it goes now. I told you that Tamerlane had agreed to do a task for each of the Triune, right? The first task was for Erdrifania. He was to retrieve the feather of the largest phoenix to fly the skies of the deep southern lands. For many long years, Tamerlane would scour the highest peaks of Turmish and Chondath, following the ledges of the great birds, yet never spotting them. A century of hardship, missing would pass before finally Tamerlane would return to that northern mountain, ragged but triumphantly holding the pinion feather of a great phoenix. For Saline Moonbow, he would seek out remnants of each of our three moons that had fallen to the ground in a blaze of fire. Another century he would spend in search of them, long buried, long forgotten, and scattered. Finally, with tears in his eyes, he returned with the three rock shards in his hands. For Hanali Selanil, he would seek the golden heart of a dragon dead of simple age, one of the rarest things someone could seek. He wailed at the thought but was determined. For centuries he wandered, following rumor after rumor, until finally he came into the northern lands when he heard of a wizened worm breathing his last. Tamerlane spent many years finding the creature and then befriending him, singing to the aged dragon as he weakened slowly through the decades. When at last the great beast passed, Tamerlane was saddened, but also overjoyed that at last his quest was at an end. Before Tamerlane could return to the goddess, however, he was found by one of his own people. He was told the sad news that his beloved wife and children had died of a terrible illness during his absence. Torn by the news, Tamerlane wept and railed with anger at the goddess who had kept him from his family for so long. She did not answer. Tamerlane poured his grief and his pain and his loss into a song. Since he could not sing of love, he would sing of this, sing of all that he had missed, and this is what he sang to the goddess. And finally, Hanali Selanil came, with tears flowing from her golden eyes. You understand at last the meaning of love, child, she said. As I promised, you shall be rewarded. With that, she lifted Tamerlane up to the gates of Arvandor to join his wife and children, to spend eternity with them in paradise, and that is the end. That's a beautiful story. Thank you, Plowshare. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Why did you tell me that story, by the way? Well, I don't know how much of that legend might be true, but I know there's some truth to it. There really was an elven bard named Tamerlane, and he really did die in this region. Supposedly, he actually did write a song before he died, or so the rumors say. He was one of the greatest bards that ever lived. That song would have to be a masterpiece. To get my hands on it, to have a chance to sing it, to bring it to the world, that would be everything, Plowshare. Maybe we'll find it, who knows? That's true. Who knows if it would still be in good condition even, but I can always dream. That's what being a bard is all about. So we have to find a Song of Tamerlane for Sharwin and a Dragon Skill for Bodyknock. And I've been streaming for an hour and 30 minutes, and I'm actually getting hungry. It's 5:26 a.m. right now. So I'm actually gonna save this right now and end the stream right here because I'm getting hungry and also getting sleepy, so probably gonna eat something and go to bed. Exit. Alright, that's it for now. I will probably try to go back to my regular schedule at some point. I did notice that I kept getting tongue-tied and mispronouncing some words. That's probably fatigue. Yeah, I'm yawning right now, so I guess it was a good idea to actually stream and do this. Okay, I'm getting tired. That's all for now. Good morning and goodbye.